There's a few things we need to know before we get started about a Rubik's Cube. Obviously, it's a cube, so it has 6 faces. The way you identify the face is by the center piece here. This center piece is green, and that means this whole side will eventually be green. This piece is red, so this side is going to be the red side. The center piece here is blue, so eventually this will be all blue. One of the things that you need to realize when you're working a Rubik's Cube is you look at the pieces, like there are 8 corner pieces, and a corner piece has 3 sides to it. And then the other pieces are edge pieces. And then, of course, there's the center pieces. The first step, another thing that we do with the Rubik's Cube is we're going to hold it. I usually hold it in my left hand. And as I'm holding it, the side that's facing me is called the front. And the side, this side would be the right side. This is the left side. This is the upper face. This is down. We'll call this down face. This is the front. And this is the rear face. We don't really do too much with that one. Okay. When you turn a section, you can either turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. And that's based on if you're looking at it straight on. Is the turn, this would be counterclockwise, this would be clockwise. So that's a little bit about understanding the cube. Another thing I might say is that you will know, you'll learn to be able to, you'll get familiar with the cube the more you use it. So the first step we're going to do is get a green cross. We're going to start by holding the green face up on top. And the first thing I do is I look around for a green edge piece. And that means a piece that has 2 stickers on it. And here's one right here. This one has green. I don't know if you can see that. Green and white. And it's already lined up here so that if I twist this around, this green will be on top. That's part of my green cross. And it's important for when you get this green piece in place that for it to really be in its true place, these 2 colors have to match. Let's flip it around. I'm going to look for my next green edge piece. Usually I look for them in the bottom first. I don't see any in the bottom. This piece right here is up on top, but he's not in the right place because this is orange. You can see that, and that's red. So I'm going to take him down to the bottom, because that's where I like him to be. And then I'm going to twist that piece around till he's in line with the orange. And then I'm going to twist this up to get the green on top. You can see that the green, those 2 oranges match, the whites are there. The next piece we maybe look for, got to find the red piece and the yellow piece. Here is the green red piece. I just twist that around till I line it up with the other red. And then I shift it all the way around. So now all I need is the green and yellow. Where is that piece? Here it is. It's over here on the side. And what I'll do is I'll turn it down. Actually, I'll turn it back up. And what I need to do is, since these 2 yellows are in line, I'll just turn it up like that. And now I have a green cross. These edge pieces are in the right place because they match the adjacent center pieces. Remember, this side is going to be all yellow at one point. The next step is to solve for the green corners. And the way we do that, here's a green corner here. This is green, orange, and white. So I know that that corner is going to be in between the white and the orange, and the green is going to be on top. So I position this piece underneath where it needs to go. I just twist it around to get there. And then I have a little algorithm I have to use. And this algorithm is called R inverted, because it's the right side and it's counterclockwise. R inverted, D inverted, R, D. And you can see it got the piece up there, but it's not oriented right. So we just keep doing that same algorithm until the piece is oriented in its proper way. And it's kind of interesting how it gets done like that. So we'll do it again. R inverted, down inverted, R, D. Not there yet. R inverted, down inverted, R, D. Make sure we do the D at the end. And we can see that now this corner piece is where it needs to be. And when I'm working with the piece, like I'm going to be right now, I always like to have it in the upper right hand. Right now we're going to work on this corner, and the way I hold it, position it in my hand, is the one we're working with is the upper right hand corner. This is the right piece down low. It has orange and yellow. This is orange and yellow and green. So it's going to go here. So since it's already positioned underneath where I want it to be, I'm just going to do my algorithm. R inverted, down inverted, R, D. And you can see now the, I hope you can see that, the top face is completely green. So that's a pretty big step, and I would recommend, if you're just beginning, that at this point you mess it all up again and just practice doing first the green edges, making the green cross, and then doing the corners. And when you get really good at it, go ahead and progress to the next step. Okay, so last time we finished the green face and got that complete, and you can kind of even see as this whole first layer is done. The oranges are all in place, the whites, the reds, and the yellows. And it's at this point we're going to flip it around. Instead of having green on top, we're now going to work with blue on top. And the next step is to work on this middle layer and get the middle layer solved. And that's going to really amount to working on these edge pieces and putting the edge pieces in the right place. Just curious, if this is white and this is orange, what piece do you think needs to go in this slot? Well, it's going to be the one with orange and white on it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to hunt for the pieces. A lot of times I look in the top layer for ones that need to go down. Like, since this one doesn't have any blue on it, it's white and red. This piece is eventually going to end up over here where the white and the red. It's going to move down this way. And so this piece is already in the starting position. Our starting position is going to be where it's in the front and center. And we'll either be moving a piece when it's in this front and center edge spot either to the left, or we will move it to the right. In this case, the proper place we want it to go is to the left. So we're going to use, I'll just call it the left algorithm. And you can memorize the algorithm by going, I'm talking about the different ones you spin, but I kind of like to just think about what I'm doing a little bit on this one. Since this one needs to go to the left, I'm going to first start by turning the upper layer away. That piece is actually going to go far away from it. It's going to turn around. And that's actually a U inverted. So it's U inverted. Since we want to go left, it's going to be left inverted. Greens come up. And then we're going to undo it. We're going to say U, L. And then we're going to do U one more time. U. And then we're going to do the F. And then notice that the greens come up when I do that. And then I'm going to take the U inverted. And when I do that, I line up these 3 greens. And the last touch is to take the greens down to the bottom, twist them around like that. And that was F inverted. And as you can see, now the red, white is in its proper place. Can you see that? Okay, so now I'm going to turn this cube around. I see, oh look, here's a yellow-orange. This piece needs to go to the right, because there's the orange face, the yellow. He's going to, oh, no he's not. I've got to position him a little bit better. I needed to line up the oranges here. Now he is going to go, if we can imagine, he rotates over, the orange stays here and the yellow is going to be over here when we're all finished. So he needs to go to the left. So we're going to start off by turning him away from the left, and this left side we're going to kind of turn away from us. Then we're going to turn it back and turn it back. And we're going to turn U again around like this. We're going to turn the F that way, so we have the greens. And then we turn this back around. We have the greens. I hope you can see that. Lined up here. And the last step is to turn it down. And we have our orange-yellow there. This piece, if I spin it around, now we're lined up with the whites, and it's orange. It's actually supposed to be right here. And if you notice, there's already something in that place, that blue-orange. When I move this down here, he's going to go someplace else. He'll move out of this spot, and this guy's going to move in. Again, we're going to move this one to the left. So I move him away from the left. I move the left side away. Then I kind of undo it. I come back this way. I turn this back down. I turn the top one more that direction. I turn the face, F, front face, clockwise. I do U that way, getting the green all lined up here, and basically the last step is turning that green down. And you can see right now I have the middle layer is solved. Now every time we solve it, it's a little bit different. Sometimes we have to start with the blue piece and bring something down to knock one of these pieces up. But we didn't have that situation this time, so maybe I'll have to videotape the other possibility another time. But anyway, so I suggest that you practice that algorithm. Practice this far, then mess it up, and try to get the first 2 layers again. And don't proceed until you're really good at it. It'll make life easier. I hope you're having fun learning how to use the Rubik's Cube.